Back to Get With The Programming. I'm Chase Ingram.
I'm Captain America.
And along with me is Bill Grundler. We are talking about the Crash Crucible. I don't know what number this is.
4.
No, it's got to be more than that.
Well, I mean, like of their big ones.
Yeah,
I mean, like when they did it, it used to just be kind of, it was more low key, you know. I mean, when they first started putting them together, and then it turned into.
I mean, it's been several years, but as far as like when it's really come online for a lot of us in our knowledge, and with what JR Howell.
Well, and the athletes, man, the athletes. This is like, I mean, how many athletes now have become someone from this event?
You know what? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me. Okay, JR, do not take offense to this. I just mean of what I liked about Crash Crucible a couple years ago was just what you said. Names were discovered, or the future, you know, like the Lydia Fishes.
Yeah, totally.
Colton Mertens, Austin Hatfields, Jason Hoppers, Taylor Selves, right? Like the spotlight was put on them at this event, and it reminded me of what we would see at Dubai back in the day. I'm not combining the programming aspect. Obviously, Crash Crucible is much better programmed than Dubai. But we would see someone at Dubai. Remember the first time we saw Laura Horvath?
Dude, Laura Horvath, yeah.
Or somebody else like, oh, because that used to be the up-and-comer one. It was a big deal. Not everybody could go, so you get more of those second-tier athletes that maybe hadn't quite made the games yet, but they're knocking on the door. The Sarah Sigmund's daughter, like all of those. You're like, oh, man, these are... We'll probably see it, you know, Jeff Adler. Yeah. So I think he volunteered at it before he.
Dude, that how funny is that? That's so weird.
Yeah. So
that's yeah, no, I agree with that, and I think that I'm really stoked for JR. On the fact that it's grown to a level like that, an importance level like that, not grown to anything like gargantuan, because he didn't want it to be that. He's like, I'm not trying to be a Wadapalooza. I'm not trying to put into a big arena. He's like, I want to do it in my gym, but I want the level of athletes to get better. And the fact that he's been able to program and get more, you know, more and more athletes, you get names, you get discovered, you get to rub elbows with some of the bigger names, you get to do all that stuff, and you get to really just see where you are. You know, it's just really cool.
Supinated trapeze, chest to bar, and y'all think JR's joking. I think this year he backed off the tricks. Right, those
said
little,
he did. Yeah, he said he
those
did.
little crucible specials that JR would, and this is the place to do it, right? Like they use P-score, trapeze bars, slalom, handstand walks, the hurdles, like all of these unique little elements that in this setting are really cool, fun off-season things. I think this is one of the most, I'll say this is the most stacked, well-programmed, small off-season event that just has a big aura about it in the world.
Without a doubt, dude.
In the world.
Easily. And I mean, he's grown something fantastic with that.
And what I love about it is like, it's a quality over quantity kind of a deal. Like everybody wants to be bigger, badder. JR just wants to be better. Hey, and I feel like that's JR to a T, where JR is all about quality.
Yeah.
I think even the way he just represents himself, then he is about being verbose. Is that the right word? Grandiose,
robust, grandiose, verbose. Yeah,
I just mash two words together and create something
that's right. That's a good one.
The conversation.
It's a good one. Hey, and this is, I want to ask you this while JR is actually in the chat. He made a statement with this one where he said, I got out of my comfort zone. I programmed way heavier than I normally do. I'm usually known for like gymnastic-y, high skilled events.
JR's a puller.
No, I love it, man. I have to admit, like, it's weird when you see biases in how you program. I'm the same way. Like I love that. I really, really have always liked that. Do you think, and actually, I actually heard this statement when we were talking about the Masters, when Bob programmed, and not to compare JR's to Bob's program necessarily, but when do you think is it appropriate to test your skill as a programmer on an event? Because, like, that's what JR is like, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone with this, and so I need to see what this is gonna look like. Bob did the same thing. I need to step out of my comfort zone on this to see what it looks like. Do you think that that's an appropriate thing to do on an event that has some sort of level of importance, whether it's a Masters, which we saw, or JR's event, now the Crucible, which is now an
Yeah.
important event for a lot of athletes?
I will say yes, with the caveat of the difference between the two is that JR will test these things to a
Heavily.
degree
Yeah,
of where he fully understands what it will be and not care what he would like it to look like.
yeah.
Whereas I don't see, I mean, we said this before, I don't see any of that from Bob name other events in the areas. Like, did you even test this?
Right.
You're like,
Right.
hey, it'd be like me. It's like, I always hate deadlift workouts. So I made this wild and crazy 400-meter handstand walk followed by 10 deadlifts at 405 for
Yeah,
3 rounds. I'm like, okay, that's clearly it's out of your comfort zone, but this is a fully stupid assembled event. Just because you got out of your comfort zone didn't mean you do it correctly. And I think you
yeah.
100% need to get out of your comfort zone because we all have our own biases, all of them. But we need to make sure is that we can sit back, whether it's bouncing ideas off other people, because I know if I create, and I've done this with you several times, if I program an event, like an entire competition, I give it to you because we are different in the things that we like and
Mhm.
that we're good at. And so
And I think
you
also that we
see it
see
through a
too,
different
what we
lens.
see. Yeah,
Exactly. Like you see it through a different lens and you have a beautiful programming eye and pedigree. And that helps me either as like, hey, this is a little bit out my, it's like, yeah, maybe this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. And like having someone to bounce it off of, I think is so big.
yeah.
That sometimes you'll see programmers have so much ego. I'll say there was a stretch where programmers, all they would try to do is outdo the other programmers without any
Oh my
thought
god,
or
yeah.
feelings to the athletes.
100%. Yeah, because they're trying to make a name, and, w in to JR's, uh, benefit, like, he's such a humble dude anyway,
Mhm.
that, like, that actually helps him. Because
Yeah.
he's not trying to like, "Hey, look at me. Look what I can do. Hey, look at this. Look at that." What I will say this for everyone out there, like, we've already had a couple meetings and stuff about the event and the programming and stuff like all of the things that are
Because
coming up.
you're going.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
And
be me and
when
John.
is it?
It's 17th to the 19th.
Okay.
Um,
I'll be in
what
Santa
he?
Barbara.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny. That's like literally 90 minutes from my house.
I know. It's my wife, she's not gonna want me to say this, but, anybody could look it up. She turns 40 on Wednesday.
Oh, I remember 40, like a
Yeah.
decade and a half
She
ago.
turns 40 on Wednesday, and we are so bad at taking vacations together. This is probably our first vacation together in a long time.
Yeah.
I think since, we took a baby moon for Blake.
Oh.
No, that's not true. We took one to Aspen, but that was, like, for 2 days. That wasn't, like, a real trip.
How long are you guys gonna be there for?
I think we're gonna be there for, like, 4 days.
Oh, dude, if you don't have things lined up, let me tell you, like, I can give you some things to do, which will be done. That would be cool.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
But anyway, what I was gonna say with JR is what he's done is he's already said, here's what the time caps are. Here's what our testing scores are I mean, when you have guys like Jason Hopper and Brooke Wells
Right, the
testing, you're
tester
like,
said yes.
they're the best, I mean, they're the best athletes that are out there. Like, you're gonna have a great range of athletes.
Mhm,
And he said, we'll probably see the range. It'll look like this right in here because these are what we've seen. Top end will be this. I don't think these things will happen. Like, he's given so much data to each
mhm,
event that I mean, I agree. I think what he did, whether he stepped out of his comfort zone or not, is good. And also, you don't want to have anyone go into an event going like, "Well, I already know it's going to be like this, so I'll go to this one because it's this type of event." I think that's great that he was able to do
yeah,
that. But it was kind of I don't want to say a facetious question. I think it's important to ask it. But I know that he by far and over above does his due diligence to make sure that he's
yeah,
dotted the I's and crossed the T's.
yeah,
So
so yeah, good job. Uh, so remember when, Ryan was telling me I was doing okay, but how much he beat me
yeah.
by in the TFX qualifier? He's like He's like top 50 in the pros right
Oh,
now.
wow.
In the qualifier. All right, I can handle getting beat by this guy. Because hey, TFX absolutely nuked their qualifier for the second. So they have 2 rounds. And man, as much as we liked the first time, we did not like the second one.
Oh, man.
Bro, their strength event is 60 seconds, 30 seconds off. So 1 every 90 seconds, but you got 60 seconds. First block of 90 seconds is a 1 rep overhead squat into a 2 rep front squat into a 3 rep back squat, and then a 1, 2, 3 again.
That's dumb.
Yeah. And it's for all the weights combined that you.
Dude, they were so good on the first 3.
Like you go out there and then you just try way too hard. Also, we already did a strength power test.
You did the cleans.
And now we get to do a 6 rep max with 3 different squats.
Oh my gosh.
So any of my hopes of qualifying are absolutely gone. I can't squat. Like I can't. I mean, I can squat. Like I can do wall ball shots, but I can't do it. So I was like, oh, it was fun while it lasted.
That's funny.
Yeah. Although I will say this, I think you will like this one. It's regardless of how they ask you to measure it after they release the events. Actually, all right. I'm going to give you this and you're going to tell me how you do it. Ready? 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 wall walks. 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. So times 4 or times 2. Sorry. Of stick jump overs at 36 inches.
Okay.
How would you measure your stick jump?
Oh, you're talking like at the height of the box or over the top of at the top of the pipe?
I'm giving you exactly what was written.
I would say 36-inch to the top of the pipe. But
that's what I would
say. I mean, everyone's pipe should be relatively close. It would probably be easiest just to say 36 inches to the top of the box and put the pipe on top of it.
Yeah, but that's not 36 inches.
No, you're right. It's
37 inches at
the
lowest.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. They just said 36 inches and 30. And then 15 hours later, after thousands of people have probably already done that one because it's the easiest one, they're like, frequently asked questions. The stick must be at the height of the top of the box. And you can use any thickness stick. I was like, you fucking retards. Like, how many people have already done this one? And now you put there was no details in the scorecards, no details in the movement standards, nothing. Just 36 inches stick jump. I was like, Bill, love this. Jump over to PVC pipe. That's his freaking jam. Now, 36 inches is not short.
That's high. That's high.
And then 15 hours later, they come back and they're like, oh, yeah. Here's a clarification. Meanwhile, here's the hypocritical part of all of this. There is no tape line for the end of your wall walk. It's just to the 10-inch line from the wall.
Really?
No tape line. Nope. No starting position. No, just lay your chest on the ground and get to that 10-inch line and come back to your chest. So we have no standards for that one.
At least they have the 10-inch
now we have a 15-hour post-standard PVC pipe top of the box thing, 15 hours after the fact you've already released your events.
Oh my God. Like that right there is classic. We know what we want it to be, but we haven't thought about it at all. Like you have to look if you are presenting, when you are doing that and you know you're going to have, let's just say, thousands of people doing your event, you have to anticipate what all of the questions are going to be.
What did I say? Don't clip the retarded thing.
Jenny.
We just talked about the devils in the details with JR, and then you come out here and you change something after you've released it because there's no details, and then you change something that has a massive impact I'm just going, oh, it's 1 inch. I'm like, jump 36 and tell me about that extra inch you do or don't want to have.
For that many reps.
Yeah, bro. And here's the thing, like I enjoyed it. I was surprised I could do it because like jumping, I haven't done a lot of jumping because of my knee. And it's 5 a.m, bro. I am not springy that early. And every time I jumped, it was like, maybe.
Here we go.
All right. We're not here to talk about that. But yes, Ryan, I'm with you.
Anyway.
Let's
take some notes, people. Take some notes.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, take some notes. Let's talk about
first of all, first thing.
Yes.
Always has great names.
Yes. I was going to talk about that for each one, but
thank you.
They are
always.
Yes. Well done.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The wall walk one and the box jump are good. And the last one is good too. Actually, I think you would like this. It's 100 double unders, 50 toes to bar, 100 double unders, 50 box step overs with 1 dumbbell. Now it's 50, 35 and 24 and 20. I don't like that.
Right.
But whatever. 100 double unders, 50 dumbbell alternating snatches. Just. Phew.
I like that. Even with the double unders, I'd be like, oh man, come on. Be a good day.
Yeah.
Be a good day.
I had a good day. And then I had, my box step over day. Not awesome. Yeah. JR's names are great. Every time we do a naming show, he knocks it out of the park. All right. There's 6 events. It's 3 days. Is that right?
Yeah.
3 days.
Yep.
Number 1, open season. It says round 1. If you guys let us know if you guys recognize this format. 25 or 20 toes to bar. Oh, is this a 2-inch thick bar?
Is that I think he said it. Yeah, I think he said it's a thicker one.
I was like, why are there different numbers? That makes more sense now. Okay, thicker bar. There's a little JR twist. 100 double unders, 11 front squats at 225 and 165. Then 9 front squats at 245 and 175, 7, 5, 3. The weights increase all the way down. Now, those of you guys that have followed this show for a while, Bill and I have our favorite format for testing strength in the open. And, Richard's on it. 16.2.
Yep.
The best format for testing strength in an online qualifier, let alone maybe a 6-event test at Crash Crucible. Not a 3-rep, 2-rep, 1-rep max overhead squat, front squat, back squat twice with combined weight for an online qualifier. I really like this, and I hope the athletes practice this because this is going to hurt so bad. Because in 16.2, we could at least do singles on the cleans. No one has time to do singles on the front squats, and it is going to be brutal.
Yeah, it's a completely different setup, having to rack that and keep it. Because the last thing you want to do is clean it up. Like, you just want to lock in and get them done.
Yeah.
I'm actually really interested to see what the toes to bar is going to feel like for everybody. Going from that, because it'll be a different grip, and going from that to having to get the bar up. You know what I mean? Like that.
Or the bar sitting there the whole time.
Right.
Damn, man, that grip is going to be smoked.
Yeah.
I like that. I like this one. Simple.
Dude, and I like the weights.
Well, I was going to ask you, what do you think about the weights?
I do like them.
Do you like them because, right, the last clean in 16.2 was 315.
Yep.
The first clean was 135. So there was a massive jumps throughout that. Here, it starts at 225, and it basically jumps 20 pounds all the way up to 305. Yeah. So a higher start, but a lighter finish. However, the density in between, that's a lot of reps from 225 on.
Right. Yeah. I just say I like it. It is one of my favorite ways to test strength by far is I like seeing a more of a capacity at like an 80%. 70 to 80% for reps in there. And that's, at speed. And that's what we're doing with these guys. I think it's awesome. So good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. All right. Number 2, G unit. Why? Because it's all gymnastics. 7-6 ring muscle ups, 30-foot P-bar traverse. 21 GHD sit-ups, 30-foot P-bar reverse or traverse, sorry. 4 rounds. All I can see here is just a world of interference that is going to hamper your ring muscle up durability
So badly.
so bad.
I know.
Uh,
Round 3 is gonna be fantastic.
it's going to be awesome.
Everyone will crush round 1.
Crush it.
Crush it, and then you'll get back up to the rings on that second round and be like, "Oh, okay." And then the third one, you're like, "Damn. Damn." It's so much support that's happening. It's awesome. And then, like, I mean, like, the GHC is there, and yeah, you're gonna take your midline out to get the pop of that, but I really think that, you're gonna be because of the GHC, you're gonna be forced to have that press out and that support,
Mhm.
and you smoked it.
The other part too is I feel like people are going to overlook how much anterior core stabilization you need to do P-bar traverses.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, it's shoulders and triceps. It's like not as much as you think because it is a hollow bent knee position to even gain momentum. So you are constantly in a
tension.
flexed position as far as your core during the P-bar traverse, and your chest is going to get blown out on these things. And I think the core part is going to surprise people because what did we say at the age group one, that GHD sprint one, where it was like a total of maybe 75 GHDs
Yeah,
and it was
the
blowing
intensity.
people up? Yes.
Yeah.
I think the intensity on those 21 are going to, I don't want to say I can't wait. I'm very curious how many people fail their first rep of round 4 on the rings. They're too lackadaisical. And yes, as JR said, is that you're also coming off, and he did this intentionally.
No, he's always smart where he sets his workouts.
What did we just, I mean, think of how much core just got smashed in event 1. 125 to 120 toes a bar, bounding for 500. God bless you, JR. That is like 500 double unders. And then how many front squats are there in total? 10, 20, 50? Right?
20,
20,
30,
35.
35.
35, 225 plus. Your core is like maybe round 3, people are going to start failing that turnover.
I think so. And the fact that everyone knows P-bar and they've seen it in the games, but I just think that no one ever, I just don't think it's added at all. And you just can't replicate that.
No.
You just, it doesn't matter what other things you do. You can't replicate doing that and sitting in that position because no one is going to go up into rings and just hold there to see how long they can do it if they don't have P-bars.
Yeah.
Everyone can do it, but because you haven't done it, you have no foundation for it. The longevity of that. That's why I said, dude, round 3 is going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome when someone gets up because it's 5 by 6 foot traverses.
Yeah.
They like halfway through the 6, like, oh, it's so short. And I'm like, round 3.
Yep.
Let me know when you get halfway. Just like a wall walk, those steps start to get real short when that core starts to go. So I'm excited to see how that one plays out. I like that one. That's a dude. I'm waking up day 2. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got to do hindsight 2030. So this is what I really like that JR did. And it was funny is when Wadapalooza did this for their finale. I was curious what JR's thoughts were when they pulled this out because we really haven't seen this since the games in 2011.
Right.
But the way JR set this up is the same thing when we think of those 2-2-2-3 intervals. There's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. The wrong way and the lazy way is an AMRAP style. The correct way and the way that a true program would figure it out is what number do we need to get to, right? We need a final destination here. JR takes that theme from 2011 finale, where there's a part A, a part B, a part C, where it's like AMRAP 3, AMRAP 6 finish. but now he has 4 time, add one more element 4 time, add another element 4 time.
Yeah.
I love that twist, and I think it changes the way you approach this. So it's 20 cal row, 30 burpees over a block, 12 inches, 20 overhead squats at 170 pounds, 100/70 pounds, 30 cal echo bike or bike erg, sorry. Time cap 6 minutes. At the 6 minutes mark, you do that all over again, and then you add 20 box clear overs at 30 and 24, which I know JR has been dying to have programmed for years.
Did you see Colton's post that he put up on that?
Dude, that was so good.
It was so good. I love how he just stared at the camera. But dude, I was hunting for that the sound bite where you have like the dogs or the goats jumping over thing and it goes
I gotta say that heel tuck was adorable. And I can't talk any shit because that's exactly what I was doing on the box or the stick jump overs.
Yeah.
I was doing the normal knee tuck over, but when I got tired, I did the side heel one.
Totally. Like you're doing your ollies over the thing,
Yeah.
skateboard ollies over the box.
Just tuck my heels back like I'm jumping in the air. That was cool. Clear overs. Question for you, Bill. I haven't seen clear overs all but one time in any competition in the game season. When was that? 'Cause I think people think this has never been done before, and that's not true.
Was it 20? Was that Chaos?
Nope.
Was it?
You could jump on in Chaos. Is that regionals?
Oh, that 2015.
I think 2015. So it's the overhead squats.
That was what you did it, and then the height
Bike?
went down.
Yeah, it was the bike. I want to say bike, handstand walk, overhead squat, row, handstand walk, or it was like row, burpee box jump overs. And it was like 50 burpee box jump overs. The first 40 were like 24 inches.
That's right.
And then the
last
last
one
10,
you jump over them.
you had to jump. They were lower and you had to jump over them.
That's right. That's right.
There you go, JR.
Yeah.
That's a Cross the Jeopardy finale question. It's the only time I've ever seen it.
Hey, I have a question,
Mm.
and I don't think it's been said. I don't know if someone would do it or could do it. I was watching Colton do his jumps, and maybe Jared, since you're in here, you can tell me if there's a standard of how you're supposed to land. Can you dive over the box?
You would ask that question.
I would ask that question. I'm watching. Well, because I'm watching. Here's why I'm at. Here's why.
That's a
Here's
fair
why.
question.
Here's why. Not to say that it's faster or anything like that, but when I watched Colton go, he jumped and it was like 3-4 steps out one way.
Oh, yeah.
And then having to walk. So if you just kind of go boom and you kind of roll out, I wonder if that would save anything.
Mm.
So I'm just asking. Not
There's
that
probably
someone
some
would do
like 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing rule.
I didn't know.
But that's not a bad. Hey, let's put that in there before it
That's
happens.
why I was
right?
just saying. That's why I'm
I like
just saying. I thought JR was in here.
The 20, 30-inch stunt rolls.
Must land on your feet only. Must land on your feet.
Yeah.
1 foot or 2 foot, whichever.
Yeah. All right.
I like this one, dude. I think that box, the box clear overs, dude, having to do that again on the last set. That
The
second time you got to
clear
do that.
overs after the bike and the overhead squats is a dick move.
Totally.
And then I forgot to say the final one is 30 pill squats at 100 pounds and 70 pounds for the third and final one. So you go 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, 30. Monostructural gymnastic, monostructural gymnastic weightlifting, monostructural gymnastic weightlifting, which I'm all for.
I dig it.
Bro, this is so much legs. So all your upper body in event, what is it? Event 2?
2. Yeah.
That you got to do? Like event 1 had it all.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've just like straight lower body. And then you get to go to the llama, which is just hinging in like 3 different movement patterns. Like, do you see the Like are you guys watching? Are you guys seeing this unfold in front of your eyes? We had a mixed modal gymnastic monostructural weightlifting in event 1, right? Core flexion, double unders in a vertical, and then front squats. Right? We had top down, everything through the middle, and bottom up. And then in event 2, you just had everything upper body, minus the GHD sit-ups. Event 3, it's all lower body. I mean, like, yes, burpees are pressing, but you're still jumping over a block. Like there's a lower body jumping element to all of these. There's a lot of jumping and pulling or lower leg fatigue. And then you go sled drag, which I believe this is it anyway, Hal, or is it or back?
It's got to be behind you. So he's like,
be,
you can't have the straps over your shoulders. Yeah. Arms have to be behind you, and you're dragging that way.
So you're going forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have lower body, hamstrings, glute, posterior. Then you have 9 kettlebell deadlifts with 150s and 106s, pounds, kettlebells in each hand. Sled drag, 15, 50-50 sled drag, 21. So you're going up in reps. And then a sled drag to finish after the 21.
The legs.
Fantastic. And so we see that's like, hey, all right, we hit everything. Now we hit up here. Now we hit you down low. And now we just took everything in the middle. Happy day 2. See, he's just moving the awfulness around your body, event to event.
But he's a very, I don't want to say that he's being smart about it. He's aware, like it's intentional. And I think this is something that I hope people watch, like other programs that do other events. Every single piece is intentional. Every single piece has been thought of, not even in the individual workout, but where that goes in the overall competition. Like every piece matters. Every piece is thought about. Every piece is there for a reason. Yeah. Yep. Totally.
Okay. So how are we feeling going into the final day?
Sore.
Event 5, pulgatory. Great name. 40-meter run, pull number 1. 40-meter run, pull number 2. 40-meter run, pull number 3, and then finishing with a 40-meter run. So a straight mile broken up into 4s, interspliced with these pulling movements. So for part 1, it's 5 to 4 rope climbs. Now the rope climbs are cut to 15 feet, which just means there's no rope laying on the ground for where they're at.
Right.
Second round, 5 and 4 pegboard ascents. Third round.
Now hold on now.
Sorry, these are hybrid cut.
Right. Okay. So you have your 3 pulling movements.
Right.
You get to choose which ones you want to go in what order.
Oh, the order of completion. I just skip right down to the bottom. For the pull variations is the athlete's discretion. Ooh.
Right. So what you have to decide on this. So the 3 ways are like this. He does have the cut rope. So that's like the games
hybrid
cut
one.
rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's gone up a foot higher than that. So I think he said that where it was hanging at 5 feet, I think it's a foot higher than that. So it's like at 6 feet. So it's virtually.
Some of these athletes are going to have to jump
up to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to decide. You have that one.
Rough start.
You have pegboard.
Okay.
And then you have the standard 15-foot rope where it's like right to the floor.
Got it.
Now you have to decide on that. Okay. Are you going to go with the piece that you are worst at first, or do you try to go as hard out on the things that you can do and leave the last one? And what's awesome is JR, dude, imagine this one. JR tested this one 3 different times, picking each one first to find out what it felt like going into the other pieces.
Yeah.
So like what order could you do, which, based on whatever it is. And it's very athlete dependent on what can they do. If they know that they're going to be shitty at the pegboard, then do you do that first and sit there and not get anything? Or do you hope that you get into it and get capped ahead of the other athletes that aren't good at the pegboard? There's a lot of variance to this one. And I'm not, how I am when it comes to like choose your own adventure. I don't really like it.
Yeah.
The thing that I will give to this one is it's not like it's not a completely different event. Yeah. I mean, you have to run and you got to pull. And that last I mean, that last run
Mhm.
or the last 2 runs are gonna be so bad.
I would
So
say
bad.
not the third one.
Well, you gotta figure out
Because
where you're
there's
going, though.
yes, but there's also no reason to get to the thing sooner than you're ready for.
Okay, but I think most people are gonna go either the pegboard, the shortcut rope, or one of those first and second, the
Yes.
last rope climb. The last rope climb, everyone can fly through that. So it isn't like you need to save for that last one. So you have that 800-meter run with
Oh,
30
I
or
see.
with the
All
5
right,
rope
so then
climbs in
maybe
between there.
run 1 and run 2
Right.
is the least relevant
That
run.
right.
If you
Right.
save yourself, and that could also be depending on what the first 2 rounds of pulls did to you.
100%.
You could be the best rope climber in the world, and if you blew up on pegboards and you get pulled out of an extended position,
Yeah.
you can't use your arms anymore. It's over.
But that's the thing with the
I
rope
see what you're saying.
climb,
Yeah.
the arms are gonna be straight. So I like what it is. It'll be interesting to see.
I
It'll
hope
it,
there's a lot of different variations and not people figured out what actually the best order is, and then
I
everybody just does the same thing.
I think it will be there will be an element of that, but everyone will still have to pick what they are good at.
What would you do?
I think I would do the cut rope first. I think I do the order that it's there. The cut rope and then the pegboard and then the rope climb because I wouldn't want I can have some variance on the pegboard. I think
Mhm.
on the cut rope, you can't have any variance. Like you have to do them straight legless, and you got to be
Oh, I
good
see
at
what you're
them.
saying.
I'm good enough at pegboards that like I'm okay with that. Even if my arms get straight, I can
Yeah.
still move and keep going. You can't. I mean, with legless, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's what I think I would do.
I think I would flip your first 2. I'll go
Which I think a
pegboard.
lot of people will. I think a lot of people will be terrified of the pegboard.
I'm okay enough at my first 3 to 5 pulls on a legless where it doesn't affect me too much. By that time, I'd be able to grip with my feet.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can do
JR,
it
how
higher.
many pulls is that cut rope? How many pulls are people getting? If you get a chance in there, I see you in
Yeah.
there.
But I like this, and I do like this more than not that I say I didn't like the run yoke carry event that JR had at
Yeah.
Syndicate. I like this one so much more.
Well, the yoke didn't really matter that as much as we wanted it to matter at Syndicate.
And
Here, the pulls really do matter. I mean, they
oh, for
did count, but right here, it really counts.
Oh, I had a
Like people
question
will
for
get stopped. People will get stopped.
you. What are your feelings on strongman's fear?
Um, I I wasn't as big of a fan of that as a lot of people are.
Okay.
Because I don't like that. I don't like that. Now I know
And
JR
that was
kinda
my
used
question
this to
because I
kinda model
know
this. Yeah.
yeah, I know everybody
Um,
raves about that one, and I loved it, the whole thing, but I don't think I've ever heard you because I know you don't like to you want everybody to run the same race.
yeah, that make everyone race the
Totally
same.
valid, totally understand that. And I don't know, I was curious of what your thoughts. I don't know if I've ever, had you talk about it that much.
What I like about Strongman Sphere is I like the elements. I
Mm,
don't like that you get to choose however you wanna do it.
okay. JR
That's
says
just my own.
4, about 4 pulls. Yeah, so 3 or 4
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
I'm good there, and even if I'm tired, I won't be able to do pegboards if I have any pre-fatigue, not for 5.
Yeah.
So, interesting. That'll be fun. I hope people choose a bunch of different ways just so you can see it happen. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, last one, precedence. Like, man, I gotta what's my favorite name? This one's
Uh,
pretty damn good.
it's good. Dude, he's so good
So
at
good.
coming up with stuff.
I like the pull, the press, got a pull push to end the day. You have 6 strict parallel handstand push-ups, 5-inch deficit for the men, 3 for the women, 2 finisher flips at 600 and 450. I think it's that flip sled
Yeah.
deal at a substantial weight, which is why you're only doing 2, and then 6 rounds of that. So 24 total parallel, 12 total finishers, tight time cap. This is going to be a good, fast-paced finishing event that will have an execution element as far as red line and pushing to that, because it's just 4. It's only 2. 3 or 4 rounds is great. But if you tip the scales into that pressing fatigue, it's over. There's
Well,
no
and
time to recover.
we saw that last year in an event that was similar to this, with the deficit handstand push-ups and then the
That
flip.
in the was last year, what was the year where they had the deficit handstand push-ups, sled push, GHD sit-up?
Yeah, it was, well, they did that one too. I think was it they did no, they did the flip
Was that
this
an
last year
interval one?
too.
They did a flip one too, or was that the
Um,
previous year? It
I
was like
think
GHD
for the
sit-up?
previous year was the sled push and the GHD. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and the
But
strict
now
handstand push-ups.
but what happened is I remember last year's event, like, people got buried on the parallel handstand push-ups. And
Mm,
what I like what JR does on this one is the weight of the flip sled is heavier than it was in the past. So, I mean, that's one thing, which is going to make it more difficult just mechanical advantage wise for your shorter athletes, your more range of motion athletes who
oh,
are going to
yes.
have the benefit when they have to do the parallel handstand push-ups. So your
That's
taller athletes, lineman pull.
that's what it was.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like how this splits the group. I think it's awesome.
I think that weight is gonna psych people out because you're just gonna be tired, fatigued over the course of the weekend. It's gonna feel heavier than it is, and it might
Yeah,
scare you from the intensity that you're gonna need to be successful here.
yeah. Yeah, this was an interesting one because you really do have to ride the line.
Is the flip sled what I wanna see unfold is the flip sled enough to where it's going to affect the winner of this? Or is it just gonna be who's the best at handstand push-ups? Like, these are the questions I have watching it. I have no idea. Obviously, it's been tested, but it's like going dark at the games this year.
Yeah.
This huge long chipper, how good are your 30 handstand push-ups on parallettes? That was it. That was the whole that decided the winner and the loser.
I think the fact that JR, I think it makes it, it's much closer than I think we would
I'm not saying
normally.
it is. These are just the things I'm looking
No, no,
for
no,
because for what
no, I got you. I hear what you're saying. I agree with that. And those are questions because usually when there's deficit handstand push-ups or parallel handstand push-ups, you're gonna that is always what it is. It's okay. Well, who's got the handstand push-ups?
yeah.
But because it's 4 and 2, like that segment is so fast.
Mhm.
And depending what happens on the sled, like okay, take Colton Mertens. I mean,
Right.
because he's the extreme on that one side, he will go fast on the handstand push-ups. Will he be able to get over the hump fast enough to equal that out on the
Yeah.
sled? And I think that's what the limit is going to be. If you have someone with a little bit longer arms, say you have someone like a Jason Hopper with longer arms, he's going to be able to move the sled or the flip sled fine.
Mhm.
But that extra range, like, can he overcome
Right.
the slowerness of that range of motion and
Mhm.
whatever pause he needs to take on that on the flip sled? And I
That
think
makes
that's
sense.
what's going to be really interesting with that. And again, and JR has a lot of his events are calculated that way where it isn't just, generally speaking, it isn't just your power output athlete. It isn't just your strong athlete. Or if it is your strong athlete, then you're going to be matched right up next to it
Mhm.
with your more gymnastic athlete. Because it's John and Tyler are going to be doing the events. Like, they're doing all of them back. They want to compete against
Wait,
each other.
what?
Yeah, they're going to do it, I think, Wednesday, Thursday,
Prior to the
uh,
competition?
prior to the competition. They want to do them and see
Are you
like what.
streaming that?
They kind of want to get it videoed. I know that they wanted to video it.
Okay.
And it's funny listening to those guys talk about it because they're like, okay, John's like, I'm going to smash this one. And then that next one, I'm just going to let Tyler have it because it's the way it's set up. And I
Yeah.
like that it's like that. It's either this athlete gets this one, but they will always have an opposite to that. And then all the
Mhm.
other ones are like, okay, you have to pick the one part that you're good at to go
Right.
and make that happen because the other part is not going to play in your favor. And you're going to have to sit there and like constantly battle against
Mhm.
damage control against that other piece. So I think it's gonna be really fun. This will be a fun one to end on
What I am curious about is the floor layout that they'll have
for
for
this event.
because it's not necessarily for distance,
Right.
right? But is it just going to flip sled down the floor? Or are they going to do it in that back area where there's not as much room? Although I think there's enough room for 12 flips.
Yeah. He gave the layout to us. I actually don't remember what that one was, but I think that like it's pretty. I would assume, and if he's still staying there, he could do it. But I can't
I'm
remember if
just
it's a
thinking
flip over
viewer,
and flip
right?
back. Yeah.
You can kind of obviously people's distance may change how hard you throw it over, and it's not for distance. But hey, what's up, Joe?
Yeah, Joe.
This is a well-balanced day. Both events allow massive separation. There are real possibilities of fail in the climbing in the hands. Yes, it is a. This is great, and I like what you said about the tale of two athletes here because I'm not the best handstand push-up person. I can handle a flip. Oddly enough, I know I'm not good at deadlifts, but it's just a different lever for me.
Yeah.
And so it was like my whole workout would be handstand push-up, handstand push-up, handstand push-up. Where someone who's bad at pulling, they're like flip sled. And it's like, do I go fast on the flip sled, knowing I have to go back to the wall sooner than I'm ready for? Or do I do a flip and then rest a little bit, flip and then recover? Or it's
it's awesome. I like when, when we do commentary stuff, we're always talking about what are the keys to success, or what are the ingredients, or what do we call them? The don't fuck these up.
What is savant? What do you guys call it? The how do you mess this up or something?
Yeah.
Which I love. Like, here's how you screw this up.
Here's how you fuck this up. I like. I mean, we will always have a generality, but the way these things should all be is the athlete really needs to know themselves to do well here. You have to hedge against your weakness hard so that you can really push on the elements that you're good at and make some sort of distance with it, with whatever race you're doing.
Yeah.
But I think there are going to be some good races. I'm so excited.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that a lot of this, and I think for not to speak for JR, but like he wants to test the athletes in a way in this off season to where they figure out their own holes and strengths and weaknesses. Or is this training that I've been focusing here on my weaknesses, is it getting tested, right? Every piece of the puzzle is going to get tested in this event in some form or fashion. Strength, endurance, gymnastic durability, stamina, right? Like all of that will be in here somewhere in some form or fashion. So you're going to get a good idea of where you're at in the off season in October. It's also a good enough test to find people who are on their way up. The Lydia Fishes kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the cool part when you can watch an event and take more away than who won. Because if you win this, we're going to know why you did. It's like, because you were really good at this, and not say, well, there wasn't this in it. It's not like winning Rogue because there's no handstand push-ups or WFP or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We will do a review of this afterwards. This is what, in 2 weeks? 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, Savant Podcast will be streaming this live. Is Dens going to be there?
Dude, she's been showing up on everything. Probably. I think she is.
That's probably a stupid question.
Yeah, she's going to be there. I heard the Glinton's going to go there. A lot of people there. It'll be fun.
Yeah. JR says, if I can break through and get to the games, what stuff do I need to address before I get there? Yeah, those questions would be answered by the end of this weekend. You'll know what you're good at and what you're not. Or what you've been neglecting. The hard thing too, I think, for athletes is I made this mistake early in my career, is that I knew that strength was my biggest issue. So I focused so much on that, but I lost like the things I was good at for a while. It's just a rookie mistake. We made these mistakes early, so you guys don't have to make them now. But we will analyze this after the event. We'll try to see if we can swindle JR to get on, even though he doesn't like talking about himself, although he's more critical on his own stuff than we are. And we'll see how that it goes. At the end of the day, we don't analyze until we see it happen in person, because what's on paper is not exactly what's going to happen on the competition floor. And we can't wait to see it. So that's all we got for Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. You guys have a great weekend. We'll be back next week. We got a pretty wide open week. Yeah. We need to do a Jeopardy show. I'm trying to get the Shut Up and Scribble team on the show. So the new format I want for Cross of Jeopardy is like trios. So Bryson, Taylor, JR. Right. A trio like that.
That would be funny.
Souza, and Caleb.
That would be awesome.
Spin, John, and Tyler. Right. Like those kind of trios. So that would be, I think, a fun format for the show, because at the end of the day, it's entertainment. We try to make it fun. We try to do things that are relevant at the time. So the next one we'd like to do is a Tier Cup Cross of Jeopardy edition. Maybe we get the boys in Rubber on here. I think that'd be sweet. What is that? Would you Jason, Justin, and Dallin?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to see those guys talk about the Tier Cup? Let them know. Let them know.
The cup.
All right. Well, team, thanks for joining us. JR, well done. Can't wait to see this in action. And have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.